I'm sitting here in Raw Coffee with Danny Archer. He's a leasing agent with Haus and Haus. He's managed to move to Dubai twice in the last 18 months, so he's one of our newest residents. Again, Danny, it's lovely to sit with you.
Thank you, Brandy.
Okay, so let's talk about what got you out to Dubai the first time.
Right, okay. So I started off in Essex. So pandemic happened, nobody had any money. So I thought, what can I do to go around to the houses to earn a bit?
What were you doing before that? What were you doing before the pandemic?
I worked for British Gas, so I was a gas engineer.
Okay.
And then COVID hit, they was laying people off. So yeah, got laid off. I thought, oh, how can I make some money here? So I've gone round to all my neighbours. I said, I can clean your windows, £5 a go, no problem. So I built it up for maybe a year, something like that. Made enough money. I cleaned one person's house. And what basically happened, he lives in Dubai. He was just coming back.
Uh-huh.
He said, I like your concept. I like how motivated you are for window cleaning for some reason. He said, I'm going to start a firm out here. He said, I want you to come and head the firm. I was like, okay, brilliant. So I worked and worked, gathered some money, came out during the height of summer, mind you, and went round to every single villa community to start with. Knocking. They was opening the door. No. Finally got some traction, so I earned a little bit of money there. And then I cleaned Haus and Haus, like the building's windows. I looked around, people was in suits, ties, smiling. I'm standing there, sweating, picking up cigarette butts. So I turned around, I was like, I'm gonna do that job. So I went and spoke to the owner, said, how do I get into this? Go home, study, get some money, come back. Exactly what I did. Went home, I then went back to London. I worked for a drainage company, so people's sewers and, it was awful. But for 6 months, made enough money, came straight back out, when I got 3 or 4 suits, sat there and was like, let's go. And that's pretty much how I got into real estate.
Okay, well, that is a story. Tell me, how much money did you initially move out? What did you have in your pocket?
When I first came out for window cleaning?
Yep.
Maybe 600 dirham when I first came out. After everything was paid for,
yeah.
So I bought all the equipment and the van, everything. Probably had 600 dirham to my name. I was eating pot noodle until it sort of took off a little bit. Then I was making enough just to survive here.
Yep.
Put money a little bit aside. Went back home and I probably, for the next 4 or 5 months, I probably made £10,000 English.
Okay.
So came straight back out. And then went, right, let's spend all my money. Let's try.
So you bought your suits?
Bought my suits.
Rented a flat?
I did. I rented a flat in Abu Dhabi. So
Okay.
the drive was always good, an hour's drive there and back.
Why
which I
Abu
still
Dhabi?
didn't. I just looked at the price and I thought, right, let's be sensible. Let's try and get somewhere cheap. Even though the petrol's not too expensive. So I thought, right, if I get to Abu Dhabi, put all my money there, go backwards and forwards, because it's commission based.
Yep.
I thought, I don't want to risk everything and not make any money. I need something to fall back on a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I moved to Abu Dhabi, and ever since then, I come into work at 6 o'clock every morning and leave at 8 o'clock at night with a smile on my face, always, and just hoping for the best.
So what did the guys at Haus and Haus make of you when you popped up and said, I've been cleaning your windows, I want to give this real estate thing a go?
They liked my energy. They liked my persistence. The fact that I wouldn't say no.
Yep.
So they said, basically, if you want this, let us do an interview for you. So the director of the company gave me an interview. He said, what do you want to be out here? I said, I don't want to be a rich man. He said, what do you mean? I said, I want to be a poor man with money. Because when I'm a poor man with money, I'll always want to work, keep everything in the bank. And he went, let's go. So, yeah.
So they've given you leasing.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's okay. I mean, I look at the people in sales and I'm like, oh, they've got nice cars. I drive a Hyundai, so it's something to look up to.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting from the ground, put me at the bottom of anything, and I love growing. I love every day thinking, oh, you're this much better. So one day is something to aim at. I mean, running around 24/7, it can get to you a little bit, but speaking to more people than I would for sales, I get to speak to a lot more families, which I love. I love villa communities. I love speaking to the families with their children, find out what they want. So yeah, the leasing side at the moment is becoming my niche.
How good are you?
I'm okay. I mean, I've sold some sand out here, to people. So some say I'm okay at selling. It's hard to judge with people because everyone's different. I gauge whether they're quiet and standoffish or they like the energy. So I I try and read someone, what they like, what purpose they're here for, what property they like. I'll go back, do my homework, and I'll be that person for them, make them as comfortable as possible.
But you're leasing properties.
Yes, I am. Well, some say leasing. I've done 4 deals at the moment. So something's working, but I'm running around a lot more. And yeah, like I said, I just love speaking to families, trying to get them in the places where they want to be.
How hard are you working?
Like I said, I'm in work every single day, 6 in the morning, and leave 8 o'clock every single night. So when I came here originally, I was 3 stone heavier. I'm telling you. I skip my lunches. I don't mean to. I sort of work, and before I know it, 6 hours goes by, and then I've got another viewing, and then come back, and then another. So yeah, my dad said to me a few times, like, "Are you eating?" No time at the moment. So
Why Dubai though? You could sell real estate in London.
it's just the vibe out here. Like everyone says, no crime rate. Like when I'm in London, you have to walk around and check your shoulder, lock your car, and I think out here, where everyone knows it's safe, everyone can have a conversation. There's no agenda to it. You can say, I'm looking at this 1.4 million pound villa, and you know that they can let you in the property, everything's there. Try and do it in London. People are like, right, okay, so I'm not going to tell you exactly where I live. I'm going to vet you. I'm going to make sure this and this. So it's a lot more relaxed. And the weather's unmatched.
So what's the dream? Where are you headed?
The dream? Well, I have a girlfriend at home as well. So the dream is to move her out here, stay here for as long as possible, get myself a villa one day, because I'm in them every day. So I'm looking at these places and I'm like, I could be here. And then I go back to my little apartment and I'm like, oh, just keep the vision, keep the vision. So yeah, to get my girlfriend out here, and hopefully one day, she wants children, so one day raise a family here and try and stay here for as long as possible. I don't want to go back to the UK, so unless I do something wrong and Haus and Haus go, we don't want you, hopefully I'll stay here.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Dubai Eye 103.8.
Join the conversation.